So we are back here in Emilia, and we are back ready to get racing as the rain is pouring down to start us off here around this tricky circuit. Critically, only one DRS zone for these drivers to play with over the course of the lap to try to overtake. That DRS zone will be disabled in the wet, of course, until the track, if the track dries up, and if it does, then that DRS will be enabled here as the lights are going on in Emilia. 5 lights on, and we are getting racing here on Alliant Motorsports Champions, as it looks like DuckLovers suffer some traction issues off the race start, and side-by-side stuff between Adesi and Quad immediately behind them as well. DuckLovers diving to the outside, the McLaren of Waman to the inside. We have several drivers going wide in the back and going off the circuit while the grid reshuffling. Jonathan Chen is absolutely stalking Wadapatowski along the short straight to the final few corners, lining up to the inside of the Aston Martin driver. And is Chen going to be brave enough to dive the inside? He locks up both front wheels, but he does make it past as Wadapatowski runs excessively wide behind there for the compliment. That is high praise, and we are very, very happy to have the pleasure of entertaining you today, as Zay maybe does not have the pleasure of having Alex Great on his inside, entering the very fast left-hander of Piratella, the Red Bull driver, running out wide and conceding the position to the Williams of Alex Great.
There we go, so spicy on Fruity Loop, friends in real life, teammates in both Wreckfest and Division 1 of AMA, but now they're going side by side into the chicane here. Oh, so spicy, locks up just a little bit too much, but Fruity Loop coming back at him. The two are still side by side on edge from the chicane, maybe a little bit too much respect for each other in the race if Red Bull chooses to investigate.
That's absolutely right. Welcome back, Stevie Gaming 44. Great to see one of our veteran viewers here. We have a quick yellow flag there through the Piratella corner as we have side-by-side stuff between So Spicy and Quad looking down the inside. But Quad now, who's got Jonathan Chen immediately in his wheel tracks and DuckLovers close in front. DuckLovers, meanwhile, a gap of 1.1 seconds opening up to Waman, who's got that clear air that he is able to take advantage of, and now it is side-by-side stuff between Jonathan Chen and Adesi, and the Alpine driver makes it through clean into third position.
Being stuck behind Jaquan has allowed Quad and Andrew to catch up, and now is a four-way battle for P6. And Andrew almost loses his rear end. Quad's going to take that as an advantage to try to overtake him into Aqua Minerale. Oh, that's a dangerous place to overtake. Doesn't quite leave room in the exit, but does try to be as respectful as he can. And Andrew and Quad are still okay. Still side by side they go.
Still counts for something. Which way is the McLaren going to go? To the outside line. The Williams nearly out of VRS. Is he going to get a foot on the inside of the corner? More than that, he pulls ahead to the inside line, nearly touching on entry, and he's got to leave that extra space. That he does, and he gets ahead of Genji for 7th position. Meanwhile, for the race lead, side-by-side stuff between DuckLovers and Jonathan Chen. DuckLovers putting his car in the way, but lagging back, and that allows Jonathan Chen to essentially ghost through him. Controversy here in Emilia, Wheaton.
Behind him with a Desi in P2. It looks like we have a yellow flag. I think Lucas might have some damage there all the way down in P17.
Lucas and Meepo having some difficulties here over the course of this race as DuckLovers lags back again, and Adesi overtakes him into the Variante Alta chicane while your rival takes a risk and feels out the tires, and that gap is going to be critical for Waman to maintain.
Yeah, absolutely. Waman's been doing an excellent job up in the front. DuckLovers looks like he's overtaken Jaquan. Didn't even know he lost a position to Jaquan. So, looks like a lot of fighting going on up there. Go ahead, Savage.
Unbelievable scenes as both Jaquan...
Those guys are going to do the best they can. It's still a lot of road left ahead of them. Race only a little bit over halfway. Points, Wadapatowski here up P4, definitely gaining on Adesi. He's not going to wait until that penalty comes into play. He's going to want to take that track position, get after Chenjay. Adesi in P3 is right behind him now, going into the first braking corner. Is he going to dive the inside? He does Wadapatowski. Oh, just squeezed off the racing line a little bit. Does Adesi, and Wadapatowski's going to have to wait for another opportunity. He's lost about 20% of his battery in that attack and was unsuccessful.
Quite far back along that straight and picking up so much speed early on that he was able to, oh my goodness, we have a collision between Zay and Charles Leclerc. Zay spins into the wall. Charles Leclerc even worse off, missing his entire front wing.
High levels of grip will be drying out the track as they drive around it, even under safety car. And Desi Wadapatowski, Iron Hammer, as well as Impervious, may have just made the wrong call staying out on those inters. I think the slicks are going to be faster. Maybe not right away, but they will definitely be faster than having to go back into the pits. And I also think what's interesting is the soft compound tires, as you said earlier, they should get to the end pretty easily.
As Jonathan Chen, hot on the tail of Impervious, who has those 20-lap-old intermediate tires. They are currently faster than Waman's mediums as Impervious moves to his inside line and makes that overtake. But how much longer, we? Right, Leaky finds himself in much the same situation as he's on the back of Zay. Zay on the soft tires, Leaky on the intermediates, and we're likely going to see the Ferrari driver try a move down the inside into turn number 7, Tosa, and that he does. The Ferrari elevates himself to P13. Leaky valve at the moment using those tires for good. Definitely these drivers are starting to feel out that grip in their tires. Leaky overtaking Andres on the main straight. We're going to stay with these guys though, as DuckLovers does file in behind Jaquan, unable to make a move just yet.
Yeah, you can see the soft compound tires are incredibly fast. The intermediates might still be quicker right at this second. Don't quite have the lap times. I might actually pull them up just to let you know how they are faring over the next couple laps.
Excellent stuff. Yes, please do keep us posted. DuckLovers squeezing his... That is absolutely right, and we'll stay on board with them in the mini window and window. This unleashes Jonathan Chen and Waman into the lead of this race. They're both, of course, on those dry tires, and at the moment, Charles Leclerc, Alex Great having a phenomenal battle. As I say that much too soon, Alex Great gets clipped and goes into the wall, Wheaton.
Oh yeah, DuckLovers having a little bit of Codemasters glitching there, but he's got DRS. DRS is open, and he's just gonna fly right past Waman. He is gone. The McLaren is down in 3rd.
Pay a visit to Adesi, down in 9th position, challenging for 8th, looking to overtake Zay in the Red Bull racing car. Over to the outside he goes with that rear wing open. No chance for Zay to defend himself, and he is up.
To stay within DRS range. He's 9/10 behind him as the detection zone is coming up in just a little bit. He looks like he will have DRS, but I don't think he's gonna be able to overtake. Those mediums are just that much slower.
Oh, and then side by side with Wadapatowski and Zay. Oh, he gets his elbows out and nearly takes Zay off the circuit. But
yeah, well, here comes DuckLovers fighting back. He's got a lot of speed. He's out of battery, but he's got DRS. He's got the straight line speed. He will be going into the first corner ahead of the McLaren driver. Waman's going to have to concede that position.
Yeah, no ghosting for them. Jonathan Chen's got to get through those guys cleanly, but 5 seconds as Waman runs out a little bit wide here through the that fast Piratella corner and gets himself a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to stop him as he fakes to the outside, pulls to the inside through Variante Alta, and he does enter the corner ahead of DuckLovers, who's lagging every which way.
Vice versa.
That is exactly right, and likely this one will be decided less by tire strategy at this point and more by the battles on track. DuckLovers once again coming up behind his rival. Clean pass on the straight. The Aston Martin goes ahead once again.
But the great, oh, he's one of Patowski spins into a wall.
Oh, that's just awful.
Deathly damage there is, but his tires have had it.
You are completely correct, Wheaton. That is, unfortunately, as Waman suffers a bit of a rear wheel slip on exit from the final corner, touching the gravel, allowing quad through. We have gotten so caught up watching these battles as Jonathan Chen crossed the line in first position, winning the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, but quad overtaking Waman. Jaquan on the podium once again, and so up on the podium, Jonathan Chen makes a triumphant return. The Alpine driver lifts that big trophy up, and he is looking to bring himself back into contention for the driver's crown in Alliant Motorsports Champion.